Welcome to another segment of For Your Own Good with America's favorite doctor, Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Evening, everyone. I'm Chip Vanderscootch. Welcome to another episode of For Your Own Good with our favorite doctor, Dr. Fauci.
Hey, Chip. Great seeing you again.
Dr. Fauci, I'm going to get right into it. A lot of states are talking about rolling out some sort of vaccine passport system. It seems to be causing a lot of division. People can see pros and cons to this idea. As America's top doctor and a man of science, what do you
Actually,
think
I'm going to interrupt you right there, Chip. I'm not simply a man of science. I pretty much am synonymous with science. As a matter of fact, Webster's Thesaurus just contacted me recently, and they informed me that in the 2022 edition, if you look up the word science, Dr. Fauci will, in fact, be one of the words that it can be substituted with.
Wow, what an honor. Does Rand Paul know about this?
I had them forward him the email, and I personally requested that they make Rand Paul an antonym.
Well, congratulations. But back to my question. Do you think it's a good idea to have these vaccine passports? And how exactly would they be enforced? I mean, how is the average American supposed to be able to distinguish the vaccinated from the unvaccinated?
Oh, yeah, well, I do think it's generally a good idea to have some sort of identification system for the unvaccinated. Maybe limit their access to certain services. But how that plays out logistically in the public sphere, it's kind of outside my area of expertise. I'm more on the science side of things. It's all about science. But I guess one way would be, maybe a QR code you can scan, or an implantable sensor in every man, woman, and child that immediately recognizes your vaccine status when you enter any public space. But until the infrastructure is in place to support that kind of technology worldwide, we'll have to stick with something much simpler for now.
Any ideas on how that might look?
Yeah, it's gonna look just like this.
What is it exactly?
Oh, well, it's quite simple, really, like all true genius is. And the idea dawned on me when I was going through my father's old war memorabilia. Yeah, see, my old man served in the fatherland in the Italian army. Did a lot of work with the Germans at the time. Said they were great people, wonderful culture. And anyways, I discovered this artifact among his war contraband, and coincidentally, I discovered that this was actually used by the Germans in the 30s and 40s to help them recognize filthy diseased persons and keep them out of the shops, restaurants, and hospitals.
How does it work?
Oh, well, basically, you just mandate that all the unvaccinated people wear these. It just goes right around their arm. Back in the 30s and 40s, they probably would have fastened it on with a safety pin, but I've adapted this one just by putting a bit of Velcro on the back. So it's very easy to take on and off. A child could do it, and there will be a lot of children probably wearing these. And it has this very easily recognizable symbol on the front. It's basically just a basic 6-pointed star. So anyone can see exactly who's unvaccinated.
Incredible, Dr. Fauci. Now, what exactly is the significance of the star? Is it symbolic of something?
Oh, yeah, well, like I said, we're basing this on the prototype that I found in my father's war paraphernalia, so we kind of had to make do what we had. But we thought it was a very apt symbol to use. Because, a star, it's bright, it's shiny, you can see it from far away, so everybody can say, oh, yeah, I know what that is, that's a star, very easy to see. I better keep my distance from that person, maybe deny them service, refuse their mortgage renewal. And stars are pointed. So they got these spiky points on them, and that's very similar to the spike protein of the coronavirus, which is also very pointy. So we thought it was very appropriate. And the reason it has 6 sides is because they represent the 6 main variants of concern. So you've got a delta over here. Over here is lambda, that's epsilon. Down here you got that's the mu variant, which we are very concerned about right now. There is some very strong science coming down the pipeline suggesting that this is very concerning. If Delta and Lambda didn't scare you, you really need to get your head out of your ass and start getting scared. Because this new variant's coming and it's gonna be bad. And so here you got Gamma, and of course over here, the last one is, wild type.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci. That was very thorough.
Oh, you're welcome, Chip. But I can't take all the credit. No, that belongs to my dearly departed father and his brave colleagues in the Third Reich.
And that concludes this segment of For Your Own Good with Dr. Fauci. Thank you, Doctor.
Well, you're welcome. And if I may just add one more thing.
I believe we're out of time.
Let his throne last longer than longer, while his might grows stronger and stronger. And may his reign be everlasting. Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.